Hi there guys, we're trying to factorize quadratics here, and I'm going to show you a method which is as simple as I can possibly make it. So we are factorizing quadratics with a really simple method. So here's the method. I want you first of all to put a times above the 24 in this case and a plus above the 10. Then we're going to write down, let's change the color of the pen, and we're going to write down the 24 here. So the 24, the times bit, and we're going to think of two numbers which time together to give 24. Now I'm going to start with 1. So 20 divided by 1 is 24. So I could do 24 divided by 1 to give this. Or you might just know that 1 times 24 is 24. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 here. 24 divided by 2 is 12. You can do that on the calculator if you like. And then we're going to put 3 here. 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. And so we'll put the 8 there. 3 times 8 is 24. We try 4. And 24 has a lot of factors. So 24 divided by 4 also works. That gives us the answer of 6. And then we're going to put 5. And 24 divided by 5 doesn't give a whole number answer. So 5 is not a factor. Now you can check that one on your calculator, of course. 24 divided by 5. Or you might just know that it's not going to give you a whole number answer from your knowing your times tables. Okay, so 5 we're going to cross off. Now, when we get back to 6, we've already done 6. So as soon as we've got a number which is here at the bottom, we don't need to go any further. So we don't need to do 6. 6 is already there. Okay, so at this point, we need to then think which ones of these add together to give 10. So next, I'm going to do a little add here at the bottom. So 1 plus 24 is 25. 2 plus 12 is 14. 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. And 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Okay, so you can see that this gives us the correct addition. And we also know that 4 times 6 is equal to 24. So final step now is to finish it all off. So let's see if that's one that's hard to see. So let's choose this brown, for example. So now we're going to put those two numbers inside a set of brackets. So we've got x in here and x in here for our factorization. Definitely x times x gives us an x squared, which is good. And then we're going to put in these two numbers here. So the 4 and the 6 are the ones we want. So we're going to put a plus 4 in here, and we're going to put a plus 6 in here. So now we have two numbers which times together to give 24, and which add together to give 10. So the puzzle is solved, if you like. Now, previously I've done this by a method where I say two numbers times together to give 24, and they add together to give 10. And obviously some people might be able to do that one really quickly and can do that in their heads, but that relies on you knowing your times tables well. If you don't know your times tables as well, then this method here is worth learning. Okay, well, let's try another one of these. So let's go all the way back, and this time let's type it in. Let's go with the brown again. So let's do x squared, and we're going to do plus, and this time I think we're going to do 16x plus 15. Okay, so that's not looking very nice because we've got quite high numbers there. But turns out that this one is not very difficult because 15 doesn't have very many factors. So we need to find, let's choose a different color. We need two numbers which time together to give 15 and add together to give 16. We're going to write the 15 down to the side, split it up. 1 and 15 times together to give 15. So we do 15 divided by 1 is 15. 2, well, 15 is not in the 2 times table, so let's cross that off. 3, yes, 15 is in the 3 times table, so 15 divided by 3 is 5. Again, you can do that on your calculator if needs be. And then let's try 4. We can see that 15 is not in the 4 times table, but again, you can check that if you're not sure. 15 divided by 4. So 15 divided by 4 is not going to work. And then we're back to 5 again, which we've already got. So we don't need to go any further. Let's add these up. So let's add them up now. We get 16 there. We get 8 there. And you can see 16 is what we want. We need them to add to 16. So we need to choose 1 and 15. So let's set this one up now. So let's choose a different color again. We put X in there and X in there. And then we're going to put our two numbers 1 plus 1 and plus 15 in there. So again, we've solved this thing here. We've got two numbers which times together to give 15 and which add together to give 16. So this is our factorization in this case. We'll put equals there because it's equal to this top thing here. Now, if you don't believe that it's equal, you can multiply it out. There's many different ways of multiplying out, but I know the one which I encouraged was to do x times x and 1 times 15 and 1 times x and 1 times 15. Kind of looks like a smiley face. So if you put all of those together, we get, let's follow the first one across, x times x is x squared. And then we do 1 times 15. Well, let's do the other one at the top. So 1 times 15 is plus 15. And then we've got x times 15, so plus 15x. And we've got 1 times x as well, which is plus x. Now, if you put your middle terms together here, which happens to be at the end for us, 15x plus x does give 15x, so that's good. And then we can also see that we get a plus 15 here as well. So we've got the same thing. Okay, so it's the same thing. So we've multiplied it out just to check that we're right. Okay, so obviously that's looking a little messy there, but if we take that all back, we can see that the method which you need is just that. Okay, so well, let's take this now to some negatives. So let's get rid of everything again. And this time, let's involve some negatives. So I'm going to say x squared, and I'm going to put here minus 20 on the end. And I think I'm going to put plus 8x here. Okay, so plus 8x. Okay, so again, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So this time, times here, and a plus here. And now I'm going to put the minus 20 here. Now, for minus 20, I'm going to start with 1. Minus 20 divided by 1 is minus 20. Then 2. Minus 20 divided by 2 gives us minus 10. Then 3, which doesn't work. So minus 20 divided by 3 doesn't give us a whole number. Then we try 4. Minus 20 divided by 4 gives us minus 5. And then let's try 5. And then because I see 5 turning up here already, I'm not going to go any further. Now I know that this is minus 5, but I'm not going to go any further in this case because we'll just get, in this case, 5 and minus 4. And I have a little tip for that later on. Okay, so at this point we can stop. Now I'm going to add these things together. And if I add them together, you can do that on your calculator. 1 plus minus 20, okay, gives us minus 19. 2 plus minus 10 gives us minus 8. And 4 plus minus 5 gives us minus 1. Now you can see here that minus 8 is the closest to getting plus 8 here. So what it means is, because this is minus 8, we've got our signs the wrong way around. So I'm just going to move the sign up here. So the answer now is going to be minus 2 and plus 10. So let's just put that back with this. So I'm going to change that to a plus 10 and change that to a minus 2. So let's finish the thing off. So there's our answers. We've got minus 2 and plus 10. So that's going to give us plus 8 in total. So now we can put in x minus 2 and x plus 10 there. Okay, so I'm just choosing this number and this number here. Okay, and now you can see that we're done because we've got minus 2 times minus 10 is plus minus 20, and minus 2 plus 10 gives us plus 8, so that's correct. Okay, so to recap on this one, we did exactly the same thing. We put down the minus 20 there. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to find our factors. We did our division by 1, 2, 4 to get out minus 20, minus 10, and minus 5. And then after that, we added things together using the calculator. So we added things together to get the numbers at the bottom there in orange. And then we realized that minus 8 was not what we wanted, so we had to switch around our positives and our negatives there. So we had to make this minus 2 and this plus 10 instead.